Morning. We heard late yesterday that two of the witnesses, one scheduled for 9 o'clock in the case of Brian Victor and one scheduled for 10 o'clock, were unable to make today's session. So luckily our 11 o'clock witness has arrived early. So can you please call the witness for the...
Mr. Jean Toussaint.
Jean Toussaint, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. Thank you.
Maybe some water too for the witness, some water. Thank you very much, Mr. Toussaint, for appearing before the Commission today. We're very grateful to have you. The Commission requested that you appear as a witness in case 90, Livette Hermit, which concerns the murder of her son, Ricky Hermit, on 19th of October 2006. The Commission has received information that in your capacity as spokesperson for the police, you gave some sort of press statement, and you stated that Mr. Hermit was a free man, but he was under police surveillance. So the Commission, the family have, in front of the Commission, have said, well, if he was under police surveillance, why didn't the police see what happened to him? But we would like to understand whether or not he was under police surveillance, why he was under police surveillance, and what being under police surveillance actually means. So the floor is yours. Thank you again.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I did saw this deliberation by Mrs. Emmett, but I never said that. I never said that in an interview given to the media with regards to the death of Ricky.
Did you give an interview?
Yes, I did give an interview that day. I mean, the next day, the day after the incident.
And do you recall what you said in that interview?
What was said is that the police discovered and established that prior to the incident, Ricky was seen in a car 2-3 days prior to the incident. That's what I said.
That was the extent of what you said. He was seen 2 to 3 days prior to the incident.
Yes, yeah.
Did you, I mean, I'm not sure what your role is. You were identified as spokesperson. Are you like a police investigator too? Do you investigate cases?
No, I'm not into investigation nor operations. I do PR, responsible for the PR unit of the police. Of course, we relate information of public interest to the general public. Yeah.
Sir Toussaint, bonjour.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Saying Ricky was seen 2 or 3 days prior to the incident, what that meant at that time exactly for the police? Or if you are communicating information to the public, you say, okay, Ricky was seen 2 or 3 days prior to the incident. So let's say the layperson, how the person will understand what you are trying to say as information.
In this business you have journalists who ask you questions. So you have to try to the best of your ability to give an answer, correct answer to the question asked. You know, so discovered, established means that when an incident happens, there's always an investigation which starts. So these will be information gathered during the time investigation starts and the time that maybe we are communicating information to the public.
Is because if you are saying, okay, to the communicate to the press, that kind of information, that may be having implications for understanding. That means Ricky has prior things against him, or the police has something on him. I don't know. Just to try to understand.
No, the issue was about being under surveillance. But as far as I know, there was no such thing. So I couldn't have said that.
There were no cases against him or no assumptions.
There was, to the best of my knowledge, I think there were cases against him before court.
You know, the mother of Ricky Hermit gave an interview on August the 10th, 2007, where she made accusations about who was responsible for the murder of her son. Did you receive any questions from journalists after that came out that you had to answer?
No, to the best of my recollection is I did give an interview only after the incident.
Only after.
Yeah.
So the purpose of the PR, your role, is to inform the public about the ongoing investigation, or is that kept confidential?
Oh, we report on incidents of public interest. Sometimes it's the media that requests those informations, and sometimes we feel that it is our duty to relate to the public.
So I'm just wondering in Ricky's case, because prior to him being killed, he had gone to the police and given a statement about somebody trying to kill him previously, trying to shoot him, and that he thought he recognized who that person was. So that wouldn't be the sort of evidence you would, or the sort of statement you would make to the public, like, under a year before his death, Ricky Hermit had come to the police station, reported an attempt on his life by a person he identified. The police are now looking into, none of that came into it? Because that would be of public interest, no?
No, I don't. It's not. You don't have all the details about this information. Most probably, he could have reported this incident, but maybe I don't know. I wouldn't know.
So you were given, are you just given a statement to read, or how do you answer the questions of the journalists if you don't know what's in the file or what's happening with the investigation? Or do they give you limits? If you're asked this, you say this, or?
No, but normally you will not give all the details of the investigation because it might influence or determine or influence the case.
So how do we determine what's in the public interest? Just what happened and where? Would it be that, or?
Most of the time it's what happened, where, who involved, maybe something like that.
Because this one, there was an indication of possibly who was involved from his first statement, but that wasn't mentioned.
No, but I wouldn't know about these things. What I would do is I would gather information related to whoever's on the field, which sometimes I'm also there to collect information or be part of the team. But I will not take any evidence from witnesses, but I will follow up the case, and information which I think or we believe should be related to the public. That's how it's done.
A murder would be a very serious case that the public would be interested in.
In fact, that was something which was pointed out. It came out that the police is treating this case as a murder.
Monsieur Toussaint, good morning.
Good morning.
Quelle manière ou avant qu'il vous fasse un brief avec la presse, what are the procedures and murder est arrivé à une situation que la police est involved là-dedans? Est-ce qu'il y a un meeting avec tout un acteur de la police, d'un ensemble de causer, de donner certaines informations pour qu'ils soient capables ou partager l'information avec la presse, avec les médias? Quelle manière, disons, dans le cas qui est mis, avant qu'il ait fait sa press release, what was the procedure qu'il a fait?
Allez, par exemple, si rapport d'incident est fait, ou aussi vous pouvez suivre, ou par exemple, quel est qui est arrivé, côté qui est arrivé, circonstances qui est arrivé, mais il y en a des informations qui, même si vous pouvez masser ou vous collecter, il n'est pas nécessairement que toute l'information que vous pouvez masser ou pour relayer avec le public. À cause il y a cette information qui, peut-être même famille qui besoin de connaître. Il y a cette information qui est sensible, qui n'est pas capable à la portée publique. À cause justement, il y a une enquête qui peut bien faire, il y a un avocat d'ailleurs, il y a un prosécuteur d'ailleurs, il y a une telle opinion aussi d'ailleurs parfois. Right? So, basically, par exemple, il y a l'instance où suivre l'information avec l'investigateur, soit même du monde qui involve dans sa caisse, mais il y a aussi l'instance qui pour peut-être comprendre un peu plus bien ce qui peut arriver. À cause qui parle de voir la bonne information. So, il est important que aussi, ou là, quand ça, le fait, quand situation, une arrivée, qui aussi, ou comprend at first hand, le place qui prend l'information avec l'autre monde. So, this is how, we see in a briefing aussi, like you attend, sur progression.
Do the police name suspects in the public domain? Do they name them while they're investigating? If it was like a house robbery, do they name suspects at all?
No.
Never. No.
We never mention any suspect until somebody is convicted.
Yeah. Or arrested. Arrested.
Arrested, we won't even mention the name.
No.
Yeah, but we will give the age where he lives or something like that. Yeah.
Là, du Ricky, tu es dans l'auto. Tu driver ou bien tu passager?
Ce qui montre comprend, c'est qu'il peut drive. Il driver.
Ou la description ou bien numéro sur l'auto?
Non, moi n'a pas. Si moi, la documentation, l'enquête, j'ai besoin d'informations. Quoi ça veut dire que tu trouvé après, comme si sont à soi l'incident, tu as trouvé sans moi bel air.
So was that the last sighting of him? Is that why that was reported, or why would you say he was seen in a car 2 or 3 days before the incident? He was a pirate taxi driver, I believe.
Yeah, but whenever an incident happens, or you hear or heard that somebody has been assaulted, somebody has been beaten up or killed, that somebody may not be known by anyone, or for that matter, some people don't know that person. But when things like that happen, everybody knows. So much information at times comes up after somebody is killed, you know, or for that matter, something happens to him. You'll see on Facebook sometimes, you'll hear from somebody else. You might just be sitting at a bus stop and hear what people are saying about so many things. So it was the start of the investigation that revealed that he was traveling in a car 2-3 days prior to that. That's how it came up.
Pendant aucune information, son passager Zuitimor.
Non, moi pas dans ça, moi pas dans l'année, moi ça y est pour dans l'année investigateur.
I mean, I get the sense that this is a case where a lot of people know what actually happened. I don't know if the police ever found out, you wouldn't know because you weren't an investigator.
No, I wouldn't
But,
know.
I mean, from evidence we've received, I think a lot of people know what happened in this case, but it was never brought to closure for other reasons.
No, I understand. That's what I figured out. I also was listening to.
It's difficult, you know, it's difficult because there's a lot of stories. It's difficult to know what's true and what's not when there's so many stories about what happened. But this one, I think the story's fairly clear.
Bonjour, Monsieur Toussaint.
Bonjour, madame.
From your knowledge of the case, was Mr. Emmett under surveillance, under police surveillance?
I wouldn't know. I can't tell.
I mean, is police surveillance something you do regularly on people that are suspected of house burglaries, or do you know that?
As I was saying earlier, I'm not into this.
So you're not into
operations side.
operations.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes quite a bit of resources to put someone under surveillance. If you're going to do it properly, it's 24/7, right? You follow them around.
C'est où, M. Toussaint, qui est responsable pire à la police?
Oui, c'est moi.
Depuis qui l'année où on se fait ça l'ouvrage pire la police?
Depuis la force de police en 2002. So it's almost 20 years, 19 ans.
Est-ce qu'il y a les autres cas murder qui vont faire communiquer pour la presse? Par exemple, Damendra, quand il est mort, est-ce qu'il est déjà dans sa fonction, ça t'est arrivé?
Moi, je fais que la force de police. Ça
Ou pas encore dans Pia, dans branche Pia de ça l'état?
Moi, je suis là, Pierre.
Ou tu dans Pia? Ou rappelles-tu un communiqué pour ça là?
Je crois, oui. C'est mal là, nous, parce que je crois que mon gars invité ici là, on s'est appelé pour mon cause si monsieur met Shabbat surveillance.
Yes, yes. Mais puis ça.
Yeah, je comprends, yeah.
Tu as interviewé l'OSBC, ça?
Oui, c'est pas le SBC.
So, on est capable de gagner une copie dans
Mon pensée, oui. Mon pensée, oui. Mon pensée, oui.
Ou on a copie ou bonne interviews?
En relation avec ça que nous peut causer là? Oui, mon trouvé, oui.
Si par exemple nous avons une copie pour nous écouter quoi qui dit l'Osaka, qui façon plus facile pour nous gagner une copie, ça qui m'ont demandé.
Mon pensée est copié avec SBC.
No more questions from the front? No. Oh.
Deuxième petite question à cause.
Monsieur.
Comment porte-parole vous c'est un officier la police pas porte-parole? Quoi il vrai ça non?
Oui, en relation avec un, oui.
C'est là c'est une décision qui dans la police besoin au courant. Je pas dit moi je passe l'information il y en a quelque chose qui va on n'a pas le droit pour dire mais qui au courant définitivement à cause dans la position qui ont été, il y en a beaucoup d'informations qui on a. So, justement, ça le record comme ça à cause. Pas dire ok, on passe l'information, mais là, parfois dans une prise de décision qui ou là-dedans aussi, mon quoi.
Oui, mon certaine contribution.
Voilà, ok.
Qui me croit, il est tout à fait normal.
Oui, c'est non, juste pour clarifier ça. Pas juste prendre l'information donnée, mais on a un rôle important aussi.
Oui. Non, autour du monde qui vient avec certaines grievances, qui a envie tout, qui aussi assister les autres, aussi guide les autres around, aussi fait façon moyen pour qu'ils aient une relation publique. So it's police and the public.
Merci.
So you have 4 crowns, right? It's quite a lot.
Oh, it's a pair.
Yeah.
It's
So we don't have any more questions for you. Thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate it. So we will listen to the tape, but we understand that your recollection, your knowledge, that was not a statement that you made about the surveillance. So we clarified the record on that point. Thank you very much for coming. We never know, we may see you again.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
But
Thank you.
we will adjourn now and we will return at 1 p.m. Thank you.
All rise.